Blackjack is the first game most table players learn. To buy into a blackjack game, simply find an open chair, wait until the end of a hand, and place your money on the table in front of you. The dealer will turn your bills into chips used for gameplay. This is also the time to give the dealer your Camus Rewards card, so you can earn points towards cash, meals, hotel stays, and more. To bet, simply place your wager in the betting circle directly in front of you. The objective of the game is to get as close to 21 as possible without going over. Each card is worth its face value, with 10s and face cards all valued at 10. An ace card is worth 11 or 1, whichever you like, making aces the most popular card in the deck. If your card count is closer to 21 than the dealer's, without going over, you win the amount of your wager. If you stay at or under 21 and the dealer goes bust, meaning the dealer exceeds 21, you also win. If you go bust, the dealer wins. If your hand ties the dealer's hand, that's called a push, and no chips change hands. And if you're lucky enough to receive an ace and a 10 value card, in other words, a blackjack, you win 1.5 times your original bet. To receive another card, simply tap the table with a finger or two, indicating that you'd like a hit. And you can stay at your current card count with a simple wave of your hand. Unlike poker, everyone at the blackjack table plays only against the dealer, creating a relaxed, friendly, social environment for everyone to enjoy. Here are a few simple rules to keep in mind during gameplay. The first is, only dealers touch the cards. That way you can concentrate on hitting or staying. The second is, all bets are locked once the deal begins. Please wait for the completion of a hand before you increase, decrease, or adjust your bet. Generally, if you slip up, the worst that will happen is the dealer will give you a polite reminder, so relax and have fun. Blackjack, like all table games, isn't nearly as intimidating as you may think. By the way, did you know that the dealer has absolutely no control over wins and losses? It's true. Since the dealer is required to hit on 16 and stay on 17, you, your fellow players, and Lady Luck herself are the only ones with any say over the outcome of the game. One thing beginning players don't always think about is paying attention to the dealer's up card. Since your dealer is required to hit on 16 or less, you're hoping for his or her up card to be a 2 through a 6. Why? Because you always want to assume that the dealer's down card is a 10. After all, there are more 10 value cards in the deck than any other denomination. That means that with a 6 or below, the dealer is likely to flip a 10 card, giving the dealer a great chance to bust when they take another required hit. So don't push your luck and risk busting first with a low dealer up card showing. Your 13 or 14 may be all you need to beat a dealer showing 2 through 6. Now, here are a few special plays you can make to further increase your success at the table. The first is called splitting. Anytime you get 2 cards of the same value, you have the option to split them into 2 separate hands. A good rule of thumb is to always split aces, since you're likely to turn one okay hand into 2 powerhouse hands. When you split aces, the dealer will give you 1 more card apiece, preferably 10s. Another card you should always split, but for a very different reason, is 8s. Since a 16 is pretty much the worst starting hand you can draw, splitting 8s is a defensive move. It lets you turn an almost certain loser into 1 or 2 possible winners. You're allowed to take as many hits as you'd like when splitting anything other than aces. You should try to resist splitting 10 value cards. The reason here is that you've already got a 20, an almost sure winner. That makes splitting 10s a bit like taking a perfectly good car to the mechanic. Another special play is called doubling down. To To do this, simply place a second bet of the same size next to your original bet. The dealer will give you just one more card, but if your timing is right, you stand a good chance of doubling your win. A good rule of thumb is to always double down with the starting hand of 11. Why? Again, there are more 10-value cards than any other denomination in the deck, and you only need one of them to reach a count of 21. Now that you know the basics, plus a few special plays, you're ready to try your hand at Blackjack, one of the most popular games here at Northern Quest Resort and Casino. See you at the tables!